The drama surrounding the Cleveland Browns has reached its absolute breaking point, and what's unfolding now is nothing short of a full-blown organizational meltdown that the entire NFL world is witnessing in real time. After yet another humiliating blowout loss, an offense that looked completely lifeless, and a quarterback, Gabriel, whose ineptitude is historic, the head coach Kevin Stefanski did something so tone-deaf and stubbornly arrogant it sent shock waves through the franchise. He reaffirmed Gabriel as the starting quarterback going forward without even a bye-week of evaluation, and when asked if rookie Shadur Sanders would get his shot, Stefanski responded dismissively with those now infamous 12 words. "The focus is where we are right now, Mary Kay. That's not my focus." That moment wasn't just another bad coaching call. It was a declaration. No matter how many games they lose, no matter how broken this offense appears, Shadur Sanders will not be given the opportunity. And the implications are devastating for everyone involved. The Browns sit at 2-6 with a season circling the drain. The offense ranks near the bottom of the league in nearly every meaningful category. The locker room is reportedly fracturing under visible tension between players, coaches, and ownership. And yet Stefanski stands firm in believing the path forward is to continue doing exactly what's failed for 8 straight weeks. The crucial question haunting everyone who follows this franchise closely is simple. Why? Why is Stefanski so pathologically determined to keep Sanders buried on the bench when the team has literally nothing meaningful to lose at this point? The playoffs are out of reach. The division's gone. There is no realistic path to postseason football unless they win nearly every remaining game, which, given how they're playing, seems impossible. So what exactly is there to lose by giving Shadur Sanders some game experience and seeing what he has? For many Browns fans, those who have endured decades of promises broken, hopes dashed, and leadership floundering, this moment has come to symbolize everything wrong with this franchise. The ego that refuses to admit mistakes, the stubbornness that insists on being right rather than doing what's best, the fear of change that keeps the organization locked in a cycle of mediocrity and disappointment. And as Cleveland spirals deeper into chaos, one thing becomes painfully clear. This quarterback controversy stopped being about football a long time ago. Now it's about pride, power, control, and the slow-motion implosion of a team refusing to learn from its history. Analysts covering the Browns have pointed out something that cannot be ignored. When you watch Stefanski in press conferences, his behavior changes whenever Sanders is mentioned. His demeanor shifts, his tone tightens, his energy visibly alters. Outside of that topic, he presents the calm, measured coach, but the moment Sanders' name comes up, he becomes clipped and defensive, his face hardening. That change isn't just speculation, it's observable and repeatedly documented. The dismissal of the notion that Sanders might take over looks less like judgment and more like avoidance. What makes this situation even more frustrating and confusing is how simple the solution would be. If you, as coach, genuinely don't believe Sanders is ready, then let him play. Give him real snaps. Let the team and the world see whether your evaluation was correct. If he struggles, fine, then your decision is validated. But what we're witnessing is the exact opposite. A franchise refusing to let the door open, even though the current path has proven to be a disaster. One analyst put it bluntly, perhaps Stefanski is afraid that if Sanders goes out there and flourishes, he'll expose everything that's been wrong. Here's the most hopeful part in all of this, and it's important. You cannot break Shadur Sanders. People who know him say he's unshakable. He's been patient, disciplined, locked in, and ready. A rookie who watches his opportunity go by week after week without public complaint, that is extraordinary. He didn't demand a trade. He didn't create drama. He just stayed ready. That kind of mindset is exactly what you hope your franchise quarterback possesses. And it makes the organization's treatment of him even more indefensible. Inside the Browns building, what started as a sports story has mutated into something far more toxic and destructive, a full-blown power struggle. Stefanski's relationship with key players is reportedly badly strained, not just because of the losses, but because of the handling of the most important position on the team and his stubborn refusal to change when everything around him is collapsing. The locker room feels division. The coaching staff feels tension. The energy at practice reportedly feels heavy, brittle, and uncertain. The question is whether the locker room is divided. That is already true. The question is whether that division can be repaired before it destroys the foundation of the organization, or whether the situation has already passed the point of no return and is heading toward an inevitable fallout. When Monday's press briefing came and Stefanski once again deflected by reaffirming Gabriel and refusing to address Sanders with honesty, the reaction was immediate and brutal. Fans exploded, media coverage pivoted to crisis mode, and the narrative shifted. The coach once respected now appears defensive, disconnected, and more interested in protecting an image than building a winning team. Behind closed doors, sources say Stefanski isn't simply protecting his offensive system or his evaluation of quarterback talent. He's protecting his ego, and that ego has taken priority over the team's success. The pick of Sanders was reportedly driven by ownership, while Stefanski favored Gabriel. That initial conflict apparently planted the seeds of tension early, and now the team is paying the price. Putting Sanders on the field would admit everything that's gone wrong so far. And that's a realization some coaches will avoid at all costs. As this drama unfolds, the tension continues to grow. The Browns fan base, long known for loyalty through heartbreak, is now openly furious. Callers are demanding firings. Social media is ablaze. Even longtime season ticket holders are questioning the direction of the franchise. Shadur Sanders isn't just a quarterback anymore. He's a symbol of everything this team thought it might be. Watching him sit idle while games slip away feels like watching hope itself being thrown away. So what happens next? Does Shadur finally get the call and show what he can do? Does Stefanski step aside? Does ownership intervene and force change? Or does this season limp to its conclusion with nothing resolved, more frustrated than ever? One thing is clear, the clock is ticking. The club's credibility is slipping. The players are watching. The world is watching. And every passing week increases the risk of a complete collapse. Let me ask you, at what point do you say enough is enough? Should the Browns hand the starting job to Shadur Sanders now before it's too late? Or is Stefanski still right to hold off? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit that like button if you believe change needs to happen, subscribe for more updates because this story isn't over, and the next chapter could change everything.